All in one place, the novels we have reviewed this week. Click on a link to take you to our inspection, or to buy it on iBooks or Amazon.
History professor David Connolly is gobsmacked if a student approaches him after class one day and announces, "I think you might be my father." The debut of Zoe, the illegitimate daughter, upturns the lifestyles of David, wife Caroline and their 2 children.
Read the Star's review here.
Severine disappears, never to be seen again. Now it's 10 years later and her remains have been found in a well behind the farmhouse. The case is reopened, and the group is once again on the police radar.
Read the Star's review here. Two young women, Purnima and Savitha, are devoted friends. But on the eve of Puri's marriage, an act of sexual violence drives the two far apart, for a while.
Read the Star's review here. Ryan Wagg was born in 1982 in a small British village, and tells the now familiar transgender story of early on feeling uncomfortable with the male identity he'd been assigned.
Read the Star's review here.
The girlfriend of the title sets her cap for rich young trust fund doctor. His overprotective mother adduces correctly that the girlfriend is a gold digger and attempts to drive the lovers apart.
Read the Star's review here.
The very marrow of our bones, Christine Higdon.
One morning in 1967, Bet Parsons leaves Fraser Arm, BC, walking out on her husband and their 5 kids. Her neighbor, Alice McPhee, disappears the same day. The story follows 2 of Parsons' children through their loss, guilt and abandonment.
Read the Star's review here. In Milltown, Port Alberni, BC, the Hanasaka family experiences poverty and local racism. Pushed out by a notorious governmental policy of the Second World War, the family starts over by being assigned a rickety shack in Tajm, an abandoned mining town.
Read the Star's review here. The Fleur de Sel Murders, Jean-Luc Bonelec. George Dupon's latest case takes him out of Paris and into Brittany's vast marshes. It seems an investigative reporter has been nosing around the crooked business done in the marshes and turns up murdered. Is her death maybe related to a romantic relationship gone bad?
Read the Star's review here.
The Dark Side of Town, Sasker Hill.
Fiumaki is presented as a hot walker for a stable of racehorses in Upper New York State. But the job is actually a cover for her role as an investigator for the Thoroughbred Racing Protective Bureau while she looks into the stable's trainer whom she suspects of fixing races.
Read the Star's review here. In Pryor's Wood, G.M. Mayette. Max, a former MI5 agent, and his wife, Awena, are the village's only 2 mentally fit characters. The rest of the region's adults seem to be engaged in a series of interlocking affairs that collapse in a murder or 2.
Read the Star's review here.
In the ugly part of the Ohio Valley where steel mills are the sole source of jobs, A cool fellow named Duke sets out to escape the Mills by opening a classy restaurant. The local mafia, a bloodthirsty bunch, move in to take it all away. Read the star's review here. Foreground: white, black, red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, cyan, opaque, semi-opaque.
Background: white, black, red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, cyan, opaque, semi-transparent, transparent.
Window: white, black, red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, cyan, opaque, semi-transparent, transparent. Text: edge style, none, raised, depressed, uniform, drop shadow.
Font family: default, monospace, serif, proportional, serif, monospace, sans serif, proportional, sans serif, casual, script, small caps.